call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Cougars about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UCLA's offense will get first crack at it here. And here it comes for the first time as the starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Back to pass on second down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. And after that incompletion, they are left with a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Bruins. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Houston Cougars offense will go to work for the first time today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. And it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, I tell you, it was a great day for this offense.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're scaring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Running back searching for a hole. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Pocket breaking down. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. Under fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, UCLA. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Bruins want to move quickly. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Short gain on the play before he slides. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Trying to set up the screen. Across the 15. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Bruins! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Arizona. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He'll ride his man on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls it in inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Houston offense comes onto the field. He'll do it himself. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Great place to start for this offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play. And they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job, stopped them.
Oh, he's got some space. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got it down the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll try to sneak it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Just keep slinging it. Got his man quickly. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Makes the grab, it's Alexander. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker, he's a yard short.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
The quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. Easy call for the refs. It's our forced to settle for the field goal. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Fielded in the end zone, it's Clay. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his man. It's Wolf. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to fight. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back.
Turning it on! He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They picked up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the floor.
Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll get him on the ground at the 3-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Dead center perfect. Dar forced to settle for 3.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 30. Breaks into the open. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruin.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 28 over Arizona. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, UCLA. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. On the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quickly complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. The option look. Quick toss. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Cougars moving quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Houston will be forced to punt. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He may keep that punt rush honest after completing a pass earlier. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive. And maybe
fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, what a cut! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And there he goes! Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. The inside handoff. Got the first down and more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They took it 68 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Houston offense comes onto the field. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute in those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding.
29 Philly.
Trying play action. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, UCLA! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Looking for blockers. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here.
Turning it on! Past the 50. Past the 30. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Under fire. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Bruins. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yeah.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Punt is on its way. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Temple. Touchdown, UCLA! A great catch and run for 6.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 27 over Duke. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll move the wide receiver. Here comes the option. Slithers into space. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Houston will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's carry on. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now he's looking to throw it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. The Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Schmidt. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Schmidt. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
And there's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And David, I think moving forward, this team just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.